go ahead and say 5 or 6.
Ever since the Knicks won the championship, every team believes they can win one now. I mean, everybody's going for it. Whether you had Giannis to Miami, Kawhi to Toronto, now you got Jaylen Brown on the Sixers. What is Brad Stevens doing here? This was all it costed for Jaylen Brown? They didn't even bother sending him to the West. They just lost to Philadelphia in the playoffs. What is happening this offseason, ladies and gentlemen? Jaylen Brown, after leading the Celtics to a 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, averaging damn near 29 points per game, all right, while he was streaming on the side, traded to the team that he choked against, the 76ers, in exchange for Podcast Pete. What a weird deal. Boston went from Giannis to Paul What is Brad Stevens doing? Especially just 7 hours ago. Pelinka finally woke up, dealt for Walker Kessler, which I can argue got a bigger return than Jaylen Brown did. The same can be said about the Kawhi trade, which also commanded 2 firsts, a pick swap in 2 seconds. Why didn't more teams bid for Jaylen Brown? He just had his best individual season, and the year before that, he won Finals MVP. So it's like, was Jaylen Brown acting like Antonio behind the scenes? Like, am I missing something? Because I swear he just streams, sprays on his hair, likes a couple Instagram comments, talks about the Shanghai Sharks. I can't believe it. This guy just came off of trash talking Joel Embiid in the Eastern Conference first round, and now they're teammates.
Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player. Flops.
Now, I knew the Jaylen Brown disrespect was getting out of hand. I didn't think it got to this level, though. That guy who said that Jaylen Brown was the 7th best player on an NBA team, maybe that was Brad Stevens. Or maybe he works with the Celtics organization, because there's no way the Celtics just handed the Sixers a big 4 for free and instantly made them contenders. Like, you just got fleeced by Daryl Morey. Let that sink in. Daryl Morey is the person that you got fleeced by. Brad Stevens has to go. And there's no way the Sixers were the only place that they could send him to. Right? Like, there's no way that out of every team in the NBA, you send him to the rival. Did the Nuggets not offer anything? Are we this invested in analytics league? Why? Is there a chance for me to get a job? You know what I'm saying? Come in here and do some math? Because clearly analytics is more important than I thought it was. This is awful. Oh my God. I can't believe he did this.
They were actively shopping, full-blown shopping Jaylen Brown around the league, trying to get teams his best offers in. My understanding is Jaylen Brown, throughout all this, never requested a trade. He never asked out of Boston. This was all the Celtics.
Now, from the Sixers' point of view, this is a robbery. I can't believe I'm about to compliment Daryl Morey. This comes close to Luka Doncic's territory, right? And that trade fell right into Rob Pelinka's lap. So I'm just gonna assume, because of Daryl Morey's past incompetencies, that this trade fell into his lap as well. I mean, if you're the Sixers, you do this all day, every day. He's now one of your best players on your roster, if not the best, and all you had to do was give up Paul George, who isn't a playoff performer, was just on drugs, can't stay healthy, and it's 2026. This guy's 36 years old. This guy's a dinosaur. I understand there's picks involved. Is Wemby's little brother in 2028? When is he up? This is just signed Dean Wade to add shooting. I'm not gonna lie, LeBron. What are we thinking, my boy? Where are we going? You know what I'm saying? Because Brian Windhorst did have a report talking about how the Cavs were going to acquire Jaylen Brown and that LeBron was going to join the Cavs and they acquired him. Turns out he lied. Again, but this move right here instantly makes the Sixers contenders. But the message to me is really clear from the Boston Celtics perspective. If you're trading him to a rival in the Philadelphia 76ers, that clearly indicates that this was the best return that you felt like you could have gotten. Draft picks are great, right? If you're trying to flip an asset, I know Jokic didn't extend, so maybe they're trying to go after Jokic during the deadline this year or something along those lines, but you're putting a lot of chips in the middle. You're taking on a lot of risk and a lot of scrutiny as well, moving Jaylen Brown for this type of package when just a couple of weeks ago you were in Giannis talks. If I'm Jason Tatum, I'm demanding a trade to the Lakers. I'm pulling a Kobe in 07. Demand a trade to the Spurs. Probably won't happen, you know what I mean? And you get to role play as Kobe at the same time, right? I'm letting the public know my distaste for this front office. Maybe he was beefing with Jaylen Brown behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Following Kobe's footsteps. It's still a possibility, but this doesn't even look right. Like, they'll probably still compete because they have that freak at head coach, just spawns production off the bench. But I am so surprised at this return for Jaylen Brown. He never did anything that we could see that warranted the Celtics to get rid of him in this fashion. Like, this guy's a finals MVP. I know him and Tatum haven't been the answer against the Knicks in the playoffs, right? We know that. However, just the return is so poor. Now, Paul George could definitely fit into Boston's starting 5, but at this point in his career, I can't even hate on this. Like, this is just dumb. It's not even on an expiring deal. He's gonna opt into his $56 million. He's not getting $56 million anywhere else. That's pretty much a given. No, there has to be another move. I'm sorry, there has to be another move. There's just no way. Paul George does not help you win now. Those draft picks also don't help you win now. They have to be flipping these assets for somebody bigger. I'm guessing it's like a Derek White package with a bunch of first-round picks. And look, this Hugo Gonzalez kid, he better become LeBron. Shireman better step up for the Celtics next year because not only do they have to fill in for Jaylen Brown, but also the Giannis rumors are still floating around. Jaylen Brown and Hugo Gonzalez was the package that the Bucks wanted, but Brad Stevens was like, whoa. Chill on Hugo. You can have Jaylen, chill on Hugo. There's no way Brad Stevens is this dumb. Basically, he opted to dump Jaylen Brown instead of pay more for Giannis. No, there's no way, guys. No, this is fake. I don't believe this. They just blew a 3-1 lead to the Sixers. No, there's no way. No. It's fake. It's fake, guys. But the only general manager that wants to compete with Brad Stevens today is the man himself, Mr. Pelinka, who now has not 1, not 2, not 3, no first-round picks left. This roster constructed. Give it up for Mr. Pelinka. Look at that right there. Does that look like a team with no first-round picks? Because that's not beating the Thunder. That's not beating the Spurs. That's not beating the T-Wolves. It's hard to argue that this is a competent playoff team. Matter of fact, Rob Pelinka was getting clowned so hard that even Anthony Davis, his former franchise player, was laughing at him. Remember, Anthony Davis, when he was on the Lakers, specifically asked Rob Pelinka for a center. And now after AD and LeBron are off the team, he finally gets one. All right, Walker Kessler, he's not a bad player. It's pretty a big haul for him, but unfortunately he's an RFA, right? So you kind of have to give up a lot of picks. You usually trade for those guys because then the team can just match the contract, right? But Quentin Grimes, 4 for 60. Wow. Wowzers. Good luck with that deal. Mamu for 4 years, 52, and then Colin Sexton for 2 years, 19 million. Where are the wings? Is Jake LaRavia your starting 3? Like... That can't be right. There has to be a trade coming. I don't know what trade value they're going to get out of LaRavia and 8. Whoever agrees to that package will make me believe I can be a GM. But no tradable first-round picks remaining for the Lakers. All I have to say is, on paper, it looks like the Lakers got worse. Lose Smart, you'll probably lose Rui. Obviously, you've already lost LeBron. Kessler's great, and Mamu's a pretty good rebounder as well. So they definitely got better at rebounding. And obviously, JJ's going to have them playing winning basketball regardless. But at the same time, this team isn't competing for a championship. And now you have no first-round picks or salary. Like... What? You might lose Luka when his deal is up. Like, that's how bad of a job this guy has done as the general manager for the Lakers. I made a full video of all the terrible moves that Rob Pelinka has made, and apparently his son actually responded to that video. Hey, dude, that's my pops. Might be biased, but we did win a chip in 2020 after he inherited a terrible team with some of the worst contracts in basketball at the time. Also pulled off a pretty historic trade, and the pieces were good this year. Marcus Smart was insane. He's gone. Luke Kennard was legit. He's gone. And Rui had a brilliant pro season. He's also gone. I think we give the Thunder a run for it if the best playoff player in the world is healthy. Well, LeBron doesn't think so. And well, that's definitely could be a troll account, all right? Because this comment is pretty baity. That somehow, some way is really his son. I mean, that is just, oh, that is heartbreaking. Head scratching, man. I swear I can become a general manager. If we're making trades like this, like, let me in the league. Pelicans! Y'all have nothing to lose. Hire your boy. Let me work my magic and fleece some of these teams across the association because this is just embarrassing. Brad Stevens, Rob Pelinka, both pulling off a masterclass today. Let me know what you guys thought about these transactions. I still can't believe Jaylen Brown's return was that low. That's nearing Luka AD territory, man. This offseason has been crazy. It's only going to get crazier when Braun's on the move. Maybe Boston makes another trade here. So make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on notifications. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video.